there, beautiful, real people. This is Everly Virginia once again. So I'm just amazed. I'm happy. I'm grateful to God for this amazing day. It's a beautiful day. So welcome to my channel. So yeah, so let's get on to it. So today's topic is gonna be about my journey to sobriety. So I know most of you just know this, this nice, chilled, relaxed girl. You don't even know the history that came about to be this woman this day. So yeah, let me just give you a little bit of my history. So growing up, I never really liked alcohol. Like I never really was curious about alcohol. But I remember my mom used to make cakes, and she used to buy those, spirits back in the day. I don't know if they still use it in cakes nowadays. So back in the day, they used to use spirits, those spirits in sachets, um, to make cakes, like the icing, so that it can last longer. So I never was curious about alcohol, but I remember one time trying to, Mom, please, if you're watching, forgive me, trying to taste and see how it tasted like. And yeah, so it was so bitter. So I was like, hey, I don't even understand why people like alcohol. It's not for me. That's it. I don't like alcohol, and that was that. So after that, I just, it became something. Yeah, that's what I would do. Like I would try it, and I was like, no, that's not for me. And then I just decided that alcohol is not for me. I don't even like it. I don't understand why people like it. So that was that. So fast forward to growing up, like I was so nice. Like I was, the chilled child, like obedient, relaxed. So I never really wanted to experiment. I never really wanted to disobey my parents, blah blah blah. So now, even after high school, I remember I just stayed. I didn't even care for alcohol, and so I remember I finished high school. Even after that, like I was just like, the church girl, cleaning, doing her chores, going back home. When I started campus, like I would just go to school. Like I was so focused, school, church, home, school, church. Like I was just that nice girl, like completely. Like I didn't even have any, and I kind of missed that. Like I was so simple, not many complications. So that was me. Then so after some time, yeah, I don't know when it happened. Like I think after like a year after high school, I think there's this chick I met. So she's the one who kind of introduced me to raving and going out and all that. So once we met, like I was still scared about it. Like my mind, I didn't want. I actually remember going to parties before I really started drinking alcohol. I would go to parties, and I didn't want. Like I was just taking soda. That's it. Like people try and spike my drink with maybe spirits, alcoholic stuff, but I didn't want. Like I hated it. I hated the smell. I don't know. I just found it bitter. Like I didn't like it completely. I didn't understand why people like alcohol. So now when this lady introduced me, I remember the first day I took alcohol. I I was like, I had crazy hiccups that day. So, but I was like, okay, let me try. And then that's how I got hooked. I think it was like 2007, I think. So that's how I started drinking, going out, partying. So it became addictive. And I wasn't like an addict, but it became so addictive. Like I couldn't help myself. Gets to Friday, then I'm like, yeah, I have to go out. Sometimes I would just, find alcohol and drink even during the week sometimes. So like I would just find myself drinking, but it wasn't that like out of control so much, but it became a problem. And for me, I didn't like it. Like sometimes I would go out and feel bad, like why am I drinking? And that's how my journey began into alcoholism, or not alcoholism per se, but like drinking. And I never really, when I tried to quit, I would try to quit, but then I'd be, I'd find myself just wanting to go out, like it felt like if you're not drinking, then you're not cool back then. So I would drink, and sometimes it would be, like it wouldn't be good. Like even the hangover, you lose your phone, like you just become crazy, and I hated that. So it was a little like 4 years I tried to quit. This one time I tried to quit. Like it was just up and down. Like sometimes I quit, sometimes I go back, sometimes I quit, sometimes I go back. It has been a journey, and I'm thankful to God. Like today, like I can say I'm clean, I'm sober, but it has been a journey. Like I have, like I've been through the most with alcohol, and I wouldn't want someone else to be lost in that kind of life. And that's why I would want to encourage you, if you can be able to quit, just quit. Like I don't know. I don't see the value in alcohol because you find yourself using a lot of money, using a lot of your resources, going to places just to fit in, and then even it's dangerous. You're putting yourself in dangerous situations, especially at night. Like for me, it's just not the ideal thing to have fun. Even if I wasn't a Christian, like I would be like, no, it doesn't make sense to me. So when I think about it, like right now, I don't know, maybe I've matured. I'm like, it takes a lot of money, it takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of, you know, I don't know, like it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. Even the smell, the hangover, you waste a lot of time the next day. Because I used to, the people who, them, they're so used to alcohol, they can just wake up and go about their business the next day. For me, I wasn't like that. So take like the whole day. I actually feel like I was spiked one time. Those things are called mchele in Kenya. I feel like I was spiked one time. But thank God I had my friend who took care of me because I was, like it was so bad. Like I just felt like I just, I kind of like, I wouldn't remember anything. I thank God that she was there because she took care of me and she made sure that nothing happened to me. So I found myself like, I think I'd fallen down, like I had a busted lip and I'd spoiled my boots at one point. I think it was in 2008, I don't know. And yeah, so I had like, it wasn't nice. And then I'd puked on her bed. Thank God she just took care of me. Like I'm just grateful because, and that's one of the reasons that I'm trying to tell young girls like not to get into that kind of lifestyle because you never know. What if you don't have that friend who takes care of you? Then what? So it wasn't really good. It was really bad, and like when I just think about it, I feel bad and I feel like why did I do that? And of course it's not so easy because especially if you're so used to alcohol, it's not easy to quit because you find yourself just wanting to drink. You go to social settings and they're yeah, drink, that peer pressure is so real. You really need to be strong, like to distance yourself, and sometimes you just have to let go of friends who will make you want to drink. And yeah, it's hard, but you just have to do it for your own sanity, for your own sake, to be able to quit and stay sober and lead a sober life. You have to do that and really pray to God for the Holy Spirit to just guide you and to just lead you not to go back to that lifestyle. You really need to pray so hard, and you really need to, sometimes you need to flee. Like it gets to a point, sometimes even now, like sometimes like flashbacks of how I used to have fun come to me, but I'm like, no. Sometimes you flee, like you can find yourself maybe even there are those friends who come and they're like, yeah, 20, they can really influence you. So if you can even run, like literally just run from that, step away from that, like it's not worth it. Drinking is just not worth it. I've seen people get into alcoholism so bad that they need to get therapy and they can't help it. Like the people out there who are worse, like they wake up, they want to drink. Mine was not that bad, but I just didn't feel comfortable with it. Like it was too much. I would, like I wanted it, and I felt like it wasn't a good thing. And then I kept losing phones. For those who knew me back then, I kept losing phones. They would just drink and your phone is stolen. Maybe you're out somewhere and then someone just steals your phone. So I felt like that was not the life I wanted to live, and I had to change that. And that's when I decided, when I gave my life to Christ. And of course, even when I gave my life to Christ, there are times when I backslid and drank, but like I'll just go back and tell God, no, this is not the life I want. So it's a work in progress. Right now I can say like I'm stronger now, and I wouldn't want to put myself in a situation where I would want to drink. And even if I'm put in that situation, I'm stronger now. Like I can say no. Like I don't want to go back to that. When I just remember even the smells, the hangover, the smells of the alcohol, I'm like, no, I'm good. I don't want alcohol, and I wouldn't want that for anyone. I would just want people not to indulge and just stay sober. Imagine, it doesn't hurt to stay sober, and you'll find yourself like feeling stronger. Like now, when I do things, I know this is me. I'm sober. Like you find yourself more courageous because you're doing it without being under the influence, or you don't have to like take a drink so that you can do things. Like I can even dance. If I'm in a place and I feel like dancing, I can dance like without taking alcohol. So you find yourself even becoming more confident in yourself, healthier. And even making wise decisions. So yeah, if you have any questions about me, about my sobriety journey, so yeah, that has been my journey. Like I'm just taking it one day at a time and praying to God that I stay strong, because of course there are triggers. Like I remember back then, if something happened to me, maybe a heartbreak, I would run to the bottle, I'd drink, which was not healthy and it was not wise. So nowadays I'm like, why should I do that to myself when it has happened? So I just take cut breaks better now. I don't go running to the bottle as I used to in the past. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. This has been I really shared. I feel like I've been vulnerable today. So thank you so much for watching. This has been a girl Eugenia, ever really Eugenia. So kindly share, like, subscribe, share with your friends, and tell a friend to tell a friend about this channel. Thank you. I love you guys. Mwah. Till the next one.